All right, people, welcome back. And you see in front of me, we have the Roxani 24 model HS8, which originally came with a little bit of a deeper spool. I got the shallow spool in. The spools do switch back and forth. I am getting rid of the deeper spool and the lower gear ratio model. So in this video here, I'm just going to find those three bearings and point them out to you, and it'll be a teardown because the one bearing is completely to the inside, and then just some things that I would change. This is probably an 11.5/4. All right. All right, so that's basically 4. That inside's probably a 5, basically. 11.5/4. Yeah. All right, so let me find an 11.5/4 because these are 11.3/4. I'll be right back. All right, so it is an 11.5/4. I got 11.5/4, but it's a Roro. I'm gonna use that for now, and I didn't even think about it until after the fact. Here's a question for you guys who swap bearings. Do you put the words where you can read it where it's sitting up this way, or do you put it down this way where the words are upside down? Me, I do it up this way so that it spins either or. That bearing doesn't seem really fast. Let me see. I know it's a fast bearing. They usually spin a lot longer when you touch them. But that's the two bearings that I would swap. The rest of the bushings will be the next thing. So there's 2 bushings in the knob, and then 1 on the actual pinion. I think that's what it's called. I don't want to call it the wrong thing. Lined up. Okay, we got that recentered. We have swapped the bearings on the side plate and the bearing on the spool. Just want to stick that back in there real quick just to see how fast it is. Got it on minimum a lot. So here's the thing. I was watching another guy. He says that this doesn't really do any emphasis on the reel. For me, it does. When the bearings are fast, like that, it gives me a sense of how light I can cast. No side-to-side play. Good. Just a little bit of side-to-side play right there. So I'm gonna tighten it just a little. No side-to-side play. Still no side-to-side play. There it is. 1 tap forward. And that's good. It's a good bearing swap there. I should be able to throw lighter stuff. And then I'll mess with my magnets accordingly as well. So, all right, now that we got that part out of the way, let's do the handle bearings or the bushings real quick. And since I already have this out, let's pop this off. That is a flathead in there. Would probably work with a Phillips as well, which it does. Okay. There are the bearings. Well, there are 2 bearings, 1 on each, and then there should be bushings on the others. And it is bushings, but I've already changed them. I put a bearing in there already, so we are good to go there. That's to show you. And then, all right, let's put these back on. Got a little grease on them. Probably that grease is originally from the bushing that they had in there. All right, those are smooth. Yep. Oh, put that piece back on. All right, we got that done. That is the handle bushings. So now let's identify how to get on the inside of this. Of course, you have to take that off, side plate, spool, and let's find these screws. There should be 6 in total to open this thing up. 1, 2 on the inside, 3, 4, 5, number 6. That'll pull this whole entire thing off. So we're going to start with taking the handle off first. Undo that. When you pull it up, try to keep things in order. It's easier to put back together. Like there's a washer that's there that would fall out. I'm trying to leave it in there. There's a washer that's there, so I would lay that down. And some of these reels, this star drag usually just pops off, but this one has a clicker in it, so I wouldn't say that's the reason why they have it twisted on there, but probably helps keeping it in place better. Okay, I would probably put that washer just back on top of there so that it doesn't get confused. There's some washers here. When you pull this clicking mechanism up, just make sure I try to pin it in place. Lay that down, and there should be some extra washers there. Yes. You could either, for me, I either put this on top of it to let me know that all of that's the order, or you can lay it side to side. All right, so we got that part out of the way. I'm gonna loosen these screws, but I'm not gonna take them out completely because I wanna get to the inside first and then pop this out because I don't know what to expect when it opens. This is an important screw here because it has this little black thing that holds everything in place. Or it keeps the frame from coming off easily if you unscrew it. If you unscrew it and save that one for last, the frame will not come off. Okay. That's the screws falling out. The bottom side. All right. You can leave those screws in that plate, the handle plate, or take it off. So all of this has to come out because where that bushing is, the big bushing, or I don't know exactly what they call it. But you want to put this bearing in here. I do know that much. This is the bearing that you want. And that bearing size is oh, this thing's acting crazy. Right, this bearing here. Why would it do that? Oh, is the battery dying? Don't tell me the batteries all of a sudden want to die on me. Come on, you. Two, basically, it says 1.7. I'm gonna go with 2. Outside diameter is a 6, and the inside diameter is probably 4. Four, 6, 2. Man, that's a weird. Okay. All right, 4, 6, 2. Let's pull up this whole shebang here. Now, when you take this off, it's a lot of grease and it's keeping it together. Try to keep it together. If it falls apart, then pay attention. This one little flat thing right here, if you could see that. That little thing there, I don't know exactly what it does, but I know where it goes. And if it comes off, it messes up the reel completely, especially reeling. It has to go in between the clog on the bottom. It looks like it cuffs around it, but that is a piece of flap, like a aluminum foil or something. It's like a small piece of aluminum. All right, so that comes off. And your springs. It's under there, so you gotta take these 2 screws off. It looks metal, but it's not a bearing. So it's supposedly to make this reel spin smoother. That piece of metal. It's not a bearing. I want to drop that bearing in there. And put this piece back on. There is a bearing on the worm shaft. I'm just not going to take it off right now until Almo or Avail or whoever decides to come out with the parts, the color swap parts. I'll do it then, but this is what we were after, so you guys can find those bearings. It is under there, just like every other reel. You pop off the C-clamp and all that sweet stuff. Alright, let's get this thing back together. I'm going to tell you guys good luck and happy fishing. And I will catch you on the flip side. I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch me put it back together, because it's literally the reverse of taking it apart. That's what makes these videos long. But get back out on the water if you have this reel and wanted to do that, part of the maintenance. Then you're done, you're set. I'll show you this real quick before I let you go. This little clog has to go in between there. That piece needs to sit on top and underneath. It needs to hug it, basically. That needs to hug. I guess it's to keep it stable. All right, guys, I will catch y'all in the water. Until next time, peace out. We're just gonna see how much lighter it can throw with those upgrades, with the bearings in those places and the smoothness. I am eventually gonna look into trying to find the right spool lighter, because that thing is 13 to 15 grams. But I'll catch you then. Peace out.